से ये देखिए सभी के चेहरों पर मुस्कुराहट आ गई।
I think we are dreaming into the clouds. So it's yeah. Did you manage to go to the Champs-Élysées?
ये अभी हम स्विट्जरलैंड से नीचे जा रहे हैं।
That was. I don't know what it's like.
Many trains, different types of trains.
Shame that they have so much security and they can't really enjoy the festivities. Like, I found that really, because Australia's not like that. Like, boundaries all over the place, and blocking off train stations so you can't even get there. I found that
Paris, particularly Paris, I'm not sure about the other cities in France. What I found was that there was a section of the population who stayed there who were migrants who came there mainly for work. Now, as their numbers keep increasing, what happens is that the daily commute, etc., as you said, the normal flow of the city, that itself is somewhat jolted by that.
Yeah. Well, I know my cousin even says that about Switzerland. They found that it's very cultures change because of like now because like even though Switzerland is not part of the EU, it's very hard for Switzerland to control its borders. It's bordered by so many countries. They've got influx of changing the culture of Switzerland, which is difficult to manage.
I believe in Switzerland you speak multiple languages, right?
Yeah, well, I speak Italian.
Where it is German, Italian, French, and I think there's another language as well with its
Well,
specific.
there's 4 official languages, but because I used to say to my cousin, why don't they put English on the packaging, because English is an official language. And she said, where's it going to fit? Like, how can we put 4 official languages on there? So that's why there's only 3, because it just can't fit it on the packaging. So so it's Italian, German, French, and English is the other 4 official languages. And they have direct voting on things. So they, unlike a lot of democracies that vote in the government and the government decides for the people, they have direct voting on nearly everything. So they have like eight times a year they vote on things to decide. Like they were trying to get rid of money like they were in Australia, and the people voted against it. So they did a vote that everyone said no, we want to still have cash and we're not going to allow you to just have cards. But they do that themselves, not allowing the government to do it. This is what I was telling you over there.
Houses from nowhere.
Yeah, but there's the village. See right on the
It's sort of a valley, right?
Well, it's on a plateau in a valley. But like, you wonder how they get the infrastructure there too.
But Switzerland, I've heard, is that the government is very proactive in making sure that even the infrastructure reaches out to the remotest of places if people are there.
Yeah. But that's because the people, as I said, directly vote and they decide. It's not like, like what Donald Trump does and just decides like, oh, I want to do this. Like,
Yeah, they cannot, because there are 7 presidents, I guess, because the cantons themselves have their own.
yeah. But the cantons don't have as much power as, say, like our states. I don't know how it is in India, but
Their federal structure.
yeah, they, as I said, they have more of a direct say in what happens to the people. So they've got almost a real democracy in that the people themselves decide on things, which I think is terrific. I wish we could do that. I mean, it must cost them a fortune to hold the voting all the time.
Any idea, ma'am, till how late the trains run in Switzerland?
Yeah, till midnight only.
Till
And this is
midnight.
my problem, with the Eurovision, because the last train back to Neuchâtel from Basel is like at 10:30, and the voting stops at 11:30. So I don't want to go to watch it and then not see who wins and things like that. So it's become a real problem, because I thought I could stay, because all the information that was being sent to me was saying that they were keeping the trains running till 5 o'clock in the morning. But they're only doing that to Basel, not as far as Neuchâtel. Yeah, but that's the problem. Like, so the last train from Basel finishes about 1 o'clock, 12:30 in Neuchâtel. But like, it's a 2.5 hour train ride, so you have to leave like 10:30. It doesn't work at all. So midday.
I was just wondering, I mean, when we started off from Kleinstadt, at that point in time I was not so sure, but going by the view that we have here, whether to stop by at Lauterbrunnen for some time and then take a later train to Interlaken.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to do, but I'm just tired. Like,
Okay.
but you can do that, because the trains are reasonably frequent. Like,
Half an hour.
depending on where you want to go. Like, where are you staying?
Interlaken Ost?
Is that where you're staying?
Yes.
In Interlaken?
Yes.
Then what's the problem? Just go and have a look around Interlaken. Have you seen Interlaken? Oh, okay.
We arrived yesterday, so we had a look around. We haven't really been to the lakes. We have got a boat cruise tomorrow, both in the Thun as well as the Brines.
Have you been to Bern? That's my favourite city. That's next time. Oh my god.
Which city?
Bern. It's the capital.
Hải Phòng.
And it's just, to me it's my favourite city. It's like going back in time. And because Switzerland was never bombed during any of the wars, everything is original, and it's like so. And there's actually a restaurant that is on the middle of the water. It's the R River, A-double-A-R-E, that runs through there. And then there's a historic bend in the river as well. But the restaurant, I'll show you photo of it. It's gorgeous. That's my favourite city. Switzerland. It's got a history there that, like, Bern means bear.
Yes.
So there was a bear pit. So when we came in 1994, the bears were in just a concrete pit. And then there was all this animal rights movement to get them out of the pit, because it was cruelty, animal cruelty. So now what they've done on the banks of the river, they've created a whole like zoo type thing just for bears, and that's beautiful to see, like, on the side of the river, the bears being on the side of the river. So there's the whole city, and then you can walk to the end of the city, and then you go up the mountain, and that moves down onto the city, and you can see the whole river bending around the city. Oh, I'll show you some pictures. It's a
And
beauty.
Zermatt also beautiful. Zermatt in Switzerland.
I haven't been there.
You are living in Australia?
Yeah, I live in Australia.
You are come here as a tourist?
Yeah.
Solo?
I thought I heard Austria, is it, or is it Australia?
Australia.
Okay, all the way from there.
Australia. Australia. Austria.
And which,
Australia तो साफ नहीं है.
which part of Australia would that be, ma'am? Where you belong to? Melbourne. Okay. It's a lot of Indian population in Melbourne.
Yeah, yeah. Indians, Pakistanis. We have a huge
Your birth is Australia?
Sorry?
Your birth is in Australia?
I was born in Australia. My mother was Italian and my father was Ukrainian.
Mother is Italian and father is?
Ukrainian.